Alright, so let's do an update on Shiba Inu. So in the last video for Shiba Inu, we outlined that we had this, really nice bull flag that we did break out of. We said if we were going to be buying this, we would need to see a retest of the trend line and then see a solid bounce. See, this is why I'm a conservative trader, because not 90%, a lot of the time you do see breakouts that are fake outs and just come down and break through the trend again. So personally, I didn't accumulate any of this coin, and I am still sitting on the sidelines for it. I actually would be more inclined to buy some Dogelon instead of Shiba, simply because it does have a lower market cap out of all the dog coins. But for Shiba Inu specifically, what to look for now, we have obviously failed this bull flag, so you can kind of forget about the price target for this. I've removed the target, so it's not here anymore. We need to look at new analysis to see what's going to happen. So as you can see here, we are approaching the 200-day moving average very steadily. If I do come over quickly and show you Dogelon as well, you can also see, I just made a video for this. These coins are very similar. So all of the dog coins are basically doing the same thing right now. They're all about to make a very important decision. They all, they do need to hold the levels that they're at pretty much right now. So, if I do collapse this data and say, worst case scenario, if we were to continue with a bullish trajectory, we would need to stay above this 0.618 of this micro fib, and that would line up with basically 259. If we did break through the 200-day, come down, have a strong bounce on here and finally get above here, we can start talking about getting bullish on these coins again. But there are two areas specifically where I would really like to see us break above before I personally believe that the market structure has broken from bearish to bullish. Now, if we do just zoom out before I mention that, you can obviously see there isn't necessarily a linear trend line that would define this downtrend. Obviously, if I draw it from here, it makes it look like, oh look, we've broken out, but we did just come back down. If I draw it from here, it does make it seem like we've just broken out. And if I draw it from here, there's only a few touch points. So in my opinion, there's not really a linear trend line that you can draw for this coin that would explain the wall of sellers. I think the wall of sellers is much more something like this, that's kind of curving off. But yeah, obviously there's no line that I can put through it to point out what I'm seeing. So I have these two horizontal lines, once again, one coming in at basically 4, and one is the previous micro high up here of the bull flag at 3.5. For me personally, I would like to see a break above both of these trend lines before I did start accumulating dog coins again. But yeah, do bear in mind, we are kind of like on the lifeline. We haven't made a decision yet, so do bear that in mind. We're not, well, in the long term, we have broken bearish, but in the short term, we have had a micro move which is still bullish. So like I said, worst case scenario, 618's down here, we could lose the 200-day, bounce on the 618, and so be it, we would be going up at that point. If we do lose this 618 here, then if we do just zoom out, I do have this big red box here. So this big red box lines up with a plethora of touch points all the way over here. You can see that we had a candle body close here, candle body open here, 2 wicks bounce and confirm this resistance as support. And you can also see here that we have, another plethora of touch points all the way around this this big red box. So in my opinion, this big red box is very significant. I could see if we did break down from the 200-day, or let's specifically do it from the 618, because this 618 would be, our worst still bullish case scenario. So if we did break below the 618, you could potentially be seeing a 34% drop incoming. Do bear in mind that the more and more that you do touch resistance or support, the weaker it gets. So if we weren't able to quickly do something like this and blast out of here, then you could see that our next target down here is the 1.618 fib retracement, and from where we are, or from that breakdown, that would be another 37% and a 60% drop from where we are now. So do bear in mind, I am just showing you potential places where we could bounce if we do break down. I'm not saying that we're going to break up, I'm not saying that we're going to break down. I am saying that we need to keep an eye on this 200-day and this 618 down here. These two levels, this box here, if I mark it as green right now for support, here we go, you can see this is the box that I would really like to hold. If we did break this green box, then like I said, I do think we'd be falling off the table. So if we do just finish with the total crypto market cap before jumping into the volume, you can see I've outlined this in a lot of my videos recently. The most important level that I believe that we should be paying attention right now is this 618 that comes all the way from the fib retracement from the 22nd of June all the way up to the all-time high on the total crypto market cap. 618 is down here at 1.84 trillion. This is the most important level to watch for all altcoins, all of Bitcoin. Obviously, if you're wondering why we're looking at total crypto market cap while doing a Shiba video, it is simply because if the total crypto market cap starts collapsing, that would mean that money is flowing out of crypto, and at that point you can basically kiss your bullish dog predictions goodbye. So I would really like to see the total crypto market cap break above the 618. If that did happen, I would believe that all of these dog coins will be going on absolutely mental rallies. One word of caution though, if we do come over to the BTC dominance, you can see Bitcoin is above the 200-day moving average, while Bitcoin is above the 200-day moving average. Personally, I am bearish on altcoins priced in Bitcoin. So that doesn't mean that altcoins can't move up. It doesn't mean they can't move down. It simply means that if you are holding Bitcoin, in my opinion, you will get better deals on altcoins. So I mean, for example, if I come over to Chainlink, you can see that, you know, Chainlink has been losing value against the BTC pair. Solana against BTC is losing value as well. And I don't have a BTC chart for Shiba Inu. I maybe will implement one in my next video if that is something you guys are interested in. Comment down below if you did want me to compare the BTC pair, but you know, I won't necessarily compare it if you guys aren't really interested in that. So just to finish this off, we really don't have any volume coming in right now, so I would like to see a spike in a green volume candle. If we didn't really see any volume coming in, then I kind of do just see us kind of chopping around in here until we do fall off the edge. So once again, keep an eye on this green box. If we do lose this green box, then I would start to get very, very worried. So yeah, that's all I'm seeing for Shiba Inu right now. Do bear in mind, you know, if we do bounce off this, I do believe that we could have a pump very quickly as high as a 46% increase to the previous high. At that point, if we do get rejected just below it, we can start talking about, you know, whether this is bullish or bearish or not in the short term. You can also see that we do have somewhat of a nice inverse head and shoulders forming here, so I would really like to see a bounce on the 200-day. If we don't see a bounce on the 200-day, you know, I would have to be switching bearish in the short term. That would be if we broke below the 200-day and the 618 here. So yeah, that's all I see for Shiba Inu right now. Once again, none of this is financial advice. This is just my opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Peace.